This was absolutely supposed to be a book swap, and it is no longer. It is now a buddy read. Audrey and I were planning on swapping two books that we really loved that were both mysteries and both set in the woods. The God of the Woods and The Silent Woods. I read both, loved both. I am just now getting into mysteries, so I don't have a ton of context for like what is a good mystery. However, I'm a picky reader, a freaking picky reader, and both of these were incredible. Just the right amount of, well, we'll get into that in a minute. Audrey has not yet read The Silent Woods, but both of us read The God of the Woods. She's just been addicted to Stephen King, to be honest. But it was so fun. We're basically just going to convince you to read it and have a good time while doing it. The shame. I literally was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so long to read tonight. And then I just ended up talking to Cassie on the phone for over an hour. Like, what the crap, dude? We spend all day every day together. Why am I spending my reading time talking to her? Would love to not have. But we did, and we enjoyed it. Okay, now back to my book. I'm on page 114. Okay, we're driving home, and
it's almost as if 90% of the day you're not in the basement.
Shut the crap up. Okay, I was really quickly like, okay, I've got, because I just did my TBR today, and then I'm like, crap. Like, I really have got to get on reading, and I'm on page 239 of The God of the Woods, which is so good. There's 473 pages. What is the math on that? No, there's 475 pages. 476 pages. What's the math? 239 to 476.
Over halfway. Wait.
So how many, like, okay, if I wanted to be done with this by, like, on Sunday, I'll calculate how many days is that even. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, that's Scarlet rolling down the window.
Okay. That means I need to do 59 and a half pages for the next 4 days, which is absolutely manageable. So I'll update you.
It occurred to Richie Tozier in his mid-teens that John Kennedy reminded him of Stuttering Bill.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Stephen King is JFK's biggest fan. He's his biggest fan. Anyways, I'm about to finish. Audrey and I are reading at Barnes & Noble, and I'm still filming myself reading The God of the Woods, even though that's supposed to be her swap book, and she's not reading her swap book. Because Stephen King has ruined her forever.
Yeah.
He's faithful through every season.
You just flung water across and hit my book.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Blame you. Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Is she also the one who pointed? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hot dang. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you see that coming? I'm always like, how stupid am I? Like, do people? Yeah.
No. Well, when it got to the part about,
But I'm saying, like, we technically could have figured that out.
Liz Moore is
Genius.
I want to read her other books.
That's insane.
Isn't it though? Truly? Like, this is a really good book. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll show you.
The Kennedy bag is iconic. Audrey's gonna do my nails, and we're gonna talk about the God of the Woods, which is so appropriate because look at the color of this.
Yeah, that when I figured out what the pink slime was, that on the cover, I was like,
okay,
oh, we've cracked it. What
have I done? Because I don't know what the pink slime is still.
Well, it's
I still. Oh. Okay, you pay such close attention to detail. I never even thought about that. Well, I'm going with some hot pink nails because we're going to the beach. Anyways, okay, yeah, what? Cassie, will you come look at this and make sure it's good? I need to take this to the beach because it's gonna match me perfectly.
That's upsetting because I'm taking it to the beach.
That's upsetting because I'm taking it to the beach. I'm locking myself in there because I already heard what y'all are saying.
No, you didn't.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna, I'll tell you what.
I was so mad about it that I was silent.
And I'll tell you what.
I just closed the
You'll
door.
forget, Cassie. You'll forget.
First of all, it has nothing to do with anything. Like, it truly, that doesn't matter.
It would have been a nice little mystery. It would have been a nice thing to figure out.
Well, I read the whole book, front to back, and I never figured that out, so. I wouldn't have even thought to think about what is that pink stuff if Audrey wouldn't have said, what is the pink stuff? So. All right, do you want to start this little discourse, or should I?
Go ahead.
Audrey read it for our challenge that we did, where we had to walk into the Barnes & Noble and pick out a book that we'd never heard about, which she just got on the very, I feel like, beginning of the hype around it, because I've seen it a couple places since, but when we went, why is this flashing?
What's flashing?
Not getting enough power.
What? It's not. It's because of what's flashing.
What the heck? I'll just keep my hand on it.
No, that's not it. That's not. Well, I can't even see.
It's like not, it's literally not going. Okay, now it is.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do this one.
But are we sure it even went? Yeah, it's counting down. Okay. So that was her book pick for that. I picked, well, just go watch that video. So anyways, then she was obsessed, but needless to say, she was obsessed. She freaking loved it.
I loved every second of it.
And immediately forced me to read it. So I read it, and we have yet to discuss. I've been making her wait. She's been so mad at me, and I wouldn't let her talk to me about it, and I wouldn't talk to her about it until we filmed. So anyways, ask away.
Oh, what did it, okay, for the ending. What did you think about the ending?
So it ended up, well, shoot. Okay, this is just going to be riddled with
spoilers.
So should we do spoilers or no spoilers?
I think we should do both. Like, talk about it enough, like recommend it enough, and then cut to a spoiler. Like, I just have to talk about it.
It was so good. I don't think I've ever read a book quite like it before. It has a ton of different POVs, like, how many? 8?
8? And also 8 different timelines as well.
Yeah. And all of those characters in various timelines, but it's not consistent. So it's like some of the characters, there are way more chapters from their point of view, and then there will be like 1 or 2 characters that they only get 1 chapter in the entire book. And then some of them are in 4 or 5 timelines, and some of them are just 1. And then some of them, they've got relatives in some of the timelines and not in others. It is crazy.
Yeah,
and
I needed a family tree. A family tree would have been great with that one.
But going into it, I thought it was going to be insanely confusing, and it wasn't. So the author just did a really good job at, because it wasn't even that it was simplified, but it was just made very clear what was happening, what timeline you were in, what character's point of view, who those characters were. The relationships were also painted so well so that you weren't confused at like, okay, wait, this girl is friends with this person, or is the camp counselor of this person, is this guy's girlfriend this person's daughter. Like, you just knew all of it innately. Like, you
sorry
you didn't have to try at all. Which I was worried that it was going to be like work keeping track of everything, and it really wasn't.
And one of the things is, like, I said that the writer writes as if she's writing like fact, Just like very straight to the point, doesn't try to use like super floral big words or anything like that, but like the writing is just like you truly feel like you're surrounded by trees. Like you're surrounded by dense forest,
but it wasn't
you're
like pretentious. It wasn't too complicated. You know, sometimes you're reading a book and you're like, okay, I'm just not academic enough for this, or I am feeling too lazy, like I'm too tired to read this sort of narrative. It wasn't like that, yet it still had that feeling of
like
vintage academia. I don't know how to explain it.
She was good at not over explaining something to where it was like,
okay, we get it.
You still knew everything about it, but also there was still some mystery. Like there was still something in the back of your brain that was like, this isn't right, or like, what is going on here?
And it was a full whodunit, because Audrey had vlogged about this and I kind of overheard it and I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna like that. But you're questioning every single character. Like, no one is without fault.
No one is safe.
Yeah, no one is safe. No one is sinless. Like, everyone has something to hide.
Even characters you loved, you were just like,
and we're quote-unquote good people.
Know.
It was written in a way where it felt like something could be revealed at any moment that would change everything. And even I don't want to spoil anything. Never mind. I don't want to spoil it. I feel like that gives it away a little bit too much.
Okay.
I love, I need my coffee.
Your hands are still wet. Like, careful.
I'm not touching anything I'm not supposed to.
But I've never read a book, like, with how long it was, I was not exhausted by it at all. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Agreed. Yeah, it wasn't too short or too long. I also found myself, after having finished it, for probably a week after, I was catching myself every single day thinking about it. And she leaves you wanting more. That you want to know more about even the smaller characters. Like she gave you enough information about them that you're invested in them, you like or dislike them, and you want more information about like their childhood, what they're doing, why that happened.
And it was a true like moral dilemma. It wasn't just like a slasher.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like what would I have done? Even like just a good mystery. There was like an actual.
If I was in this position, what would I have done?
Right.
Yeah.
What would you have said? Would you have helped? Oh, do you see how I said it was kind of like Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, I do.
With the whole...
Yeah, Audrey said it's like Silence of the Lambs, and I said mixed with Ellingham Academy, Truly Devious, mixed with Friday the 13th.
So we're not going to talk about the ending at all?
Like the actual spoiler?
Okay. We have to, just personally, even.
If you have not read Go to the Woods and you want to, which you should... They definitely skip. I'll put a little timestamp here. The ending.
Barbara on the island.
But what did you think the whole time?
At the end,
like, did you guess?
Didn't know. Nope. I didn't know what the crap was going on.
I had no idea.
Because it was like,
is it the boyfriend?
Okay, we solved Bear. Where's Barbara? Like, great. I love. Yes, thank you. We found Bear. Everything's being wrapped up. Where's Barbara?
Both of those though were insane to me.
Yeah, what I hated was it was just a tragic accident.
About
like,
Bear.
In the best way.
Bear.
Yeah. Like, Are you kidding me? Like, it's almost like
and then you
much worse than someone killing him.
You kind of feel
a freaking accident.
So bad, too, because you think it's the grandpa. Like, you think the grandpa is guilty of something, like, the whole time. But then the fact that they let, what's-his-face go down for it? The gardener?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. And then I thought that was perfect, but also if I was TJ, I have no idea what I would do.
And then, oh my gosh, the whole TJ's dad having a twin?
Wait, what?
Or not a twin, a brother?
Oh, yeah, a brother. Oh, it was a twin.
It was a twin, okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Or they were like a year apart.
Or they looked really similar in their brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Did I do the final code on that already?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you did.
So, yeah, that part was so confusing. And that when Judy was up she heard the footsteps and was like, oh my gosh, everybody come. And then you were like, you knew there was something up there, and then it was, oh my gosh, like, literally. And then the whole, the lawyer, Louise's fiance, boyfriend, his dad being like, bye. I was literally irate.
Wait, what do you mean being like, bye?
I'm not going to represent you.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
But she knew, like, because she didn't say. She didn't go and be like, I'm your freaking...
Yeah, daughter-in-law almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, just Barbara being on the island. And then just, like...
And then there were all those
just,
little
like,
details
honestly,
that did not even need to be in there, but that made the story juicier and made the characters more likable or hateable. Like, the other camp counselor also sleeping with the head camp counselor. Like, Louise's... What is her name? Alexandra?
No.
Alexia.
I don't remember.
Me either. But
right.
She was like the camp counselor in training underneath Louise, and they were both sleeping with what's his face?
That, like, what a freaking betrayal.
Yeah.
Did you use my eyelash curler?
Nope. My foot is asleep though.
Is it done? Oh, they're done.
Woo! Okay. Well, that's all you're gonna get. So Cassie's gonna read it next, and then we can.
Wow. Let me see. Did I do
Part two.
good? Did I do okay?
Yeah, now I need my toes. Anyways, this is A609 from the Beatles brand on Amazon. I'll link it. Okay, love you. Bye. Wasn't that so much fun? It's like the perfect end of summer, beginning of fall read as well, because it happens at a summer camp, but it's a mystery, and it's not like full on summer, like it's not tropical, it's not by the beach, it's not a normal like rom-com-y beach read, you know? It is a perfect transitional read. So what better timing than now? I really enjoy buddy reads. I don't do them a ton, but it takes me back to when me and Audrey were first reading together, because we had our own little 2-person book club. I didn't know the vocabulary, didn't have the terminology of buddy reading. Now I do. But we did that with the entire Tracy Wolf Crave series. We did that with every YA book that you can imagine back in like 2015, 2016. We just have had so much fun doing that together. So that's also a nice little tip, that if you don't know what genre you like, or you don't know what books to read, if you have a friend that you're fairly similar or you have common interests with, I feel like it's easier to do buddy reads to get yourself into reading in the first place. A, because it's like an accountability partner. They're like waiting for you to finish the book to talk about it. But B, it makes it more fun, sort of like a book club, because you have someone that is, it's like watching a TV show by yourself versus watching a TV show with a friend or family member. It's just like an added experience, an added level of like joy and fulfillment when you get to talk about it instead of just like reading it, then moving on to the next book and like living in your own little world. You get to experience it with someone else and geek out over it and just like have a good time. So anyways, if you are trying to either like broaden your horizons with like different genres, find a friend who reads those genres and talk about it with them, or watch more booktube with people like creators who cover that genre. So anyways, let me know in the comments what video you want to see next. If you want to see more of these like buddy read type of videos, I had a lot of fun doing this one, and the next one would be better planned, because this one we didn't know what we were doing. We thought we were swapping. So anyways, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.